Hi, Sandy Burkholder here at Armstrong's Antlers and Anglers at the Ashland County Fair in the Green Merchants Building. This is our 9th year. And let me tell you, it's been an awesome event, and every year all the proceeds go to a different nonprofit. This year they're going to Advocates for Families. So we're super excited to be out in the community and bring this outdoorsy show to you here. And we just have a little bit of everything here. The vendors we've got turkey calls, we have Hop Munition here, we have Hot Shots Training Center here, so they have a simulated shooting range. We have Pathfinder Farms, you can learn archery while you're here. We also have the Ashland County Conservation Farm, they've got the kids fishing pond, we have a honey guy here, we have a travel agency, we have a young gentleman that does a wonderful job with charcuterie boards, cutting boards. I mean, you name it, he can make it, and they're absolutely beautiful that way. With all those vendors, we have Jordan Lanham here. He has his own fishing boat. With all those other vendors, we still have more as you look around, and we have filled the building, and it's every year. Next year, I'm gonna let you know a little surprise. This one building, we're going to 2 buildings. We're gonna have a ton more vendors because this year we have over 30 plus vendors here that has made this building full. But we're going to 2 buildings next year. So if you wanna be part of our Antlers and Anglers, it's typically in March. I'll make sure the dates get out there, but you need to come join us. So let's go talk to some vendors so you can kind of get a little dabble of what this event's all about. Hi, Sandy Burkholder. I am here with Jordan Lanham. He's got this awesome boat behind us, and he is a fisherman.
Bass fisherman.
A bass fisherman. We'll get it straight. So Jordan, I don't want to ruin any of the surprises. So tell us about yourself and what you really do, because you've got an awesome boat. I see you've got sponsors. So you must be bigger than just, minnow fishing.
Yeah. This all started off as a buddy trail thing years ago with me and my friend Lips Russell. Everybody knows him as Lips and Armstrong. We started off fishing some buddy trails and then hit up a national trail and slowly moved forward. Now here we are it's a solo show now. It's just me. It's the Jordan Lanham Fishing Experience, but we have a lot of nice sponsors on this Falcon. 7 Rivers helped provide the boat for us. Obviously Armstrong helped bring us a long ways. Now I'm fishing local tournaments and still fishing the national trail, but it's all a solo show and doing a lot of social media. Have the TV show with Armstrong now.
A TV show. He's famous too.
Not that famous. I don't think there's anybody knocking people over for autographs yet,
Okay, but fishing. So, I fish and I just go out and I throw the line in, I put a worm on, and I might get lucky and I catch something.
A lot more to it whenever it gets to a competitive level.
So give me a little bit more information that way.
Yeah, so whenever it comes to a competitive level of fishing, you're not allowed to use any live bait. Everything has to be artificial bait. You obviously fish a bunch of different lakes, so there's a lot of different seasonal patterns you have to deal with, a lot of different terrain you have to deal with. One week you'll be in a lake that can be 100+ foot deep and it might be primarily smallmouth, and the next week you could be fishing a lake that deepest part's 40 foot deep and it's all largemouth. And your tactics will change up. Smallmouth take a completely different type of bait and presentation than largemouth do. And then on top of that, fishing throughout the entire season, there's seasonal patterns that you have to deal with on top of that the fish all have in common. Like right now we're looking at, it's early spring, we're getting ready to get to early spring. The fish are going to be thinking about the spawn. So right now the fish are deep for survival reasons, right? They're getting ready to start thinking about moving to the spawning flats. There's a few really important places they're going to hit up on the way there. And if you guys watch my videos on YouTube, you can actually find out a little bit more about where those fish are going to go. So make sure you check out the JL Fishing Experience on YouTube. But yeah, so the fish will be hitting up primary and secondary points at this time of year before they move into their spawning flats. And after that, they move back out. Well, some of them move back out, some of them stay shallow, and then you got to kind of figure them out from there. But it's a lot of trial and error. You really just have to, on a practice day, you tie on 30 different rods and reels, and you go out there and you try different things until you figure it out, and you slowly develop a pattern. And once you develop a pattern, you can hopefully win the tournament and make the money, right?
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So, how did you really even get, you started as a pair, but even if you go back way before that,
yes.
How did you get started? Why, how, how's that work?
Yeah, so after I got out of the military, I found out I developed PTSD while I was in the service, and I found fishing as a really good outlet to help cure PTSD. Because whenever you're in nature, it's really hard to deal with the frustrations. You know, a lot of things leave the mind. It really helps make the world more simple. So I just started fishing as a way to relieve a lot of the PTSD issues I have. And then, like I said, Liv's hopped on board, and he was great, you know, all the way through. You know, it was time for me to take things up on my own, but it was a great outlet to get outdoors. Whether you're dealing with PTSD or just regular stressors without life, anytime you're outdoors, it's just a good way to relax and take a deep breath, and that's what led me to this. And then on top of that, now I get to work with like Jan Dills. They're a huge veteran advocate company, so I get to help veterans like myself kind of find the outdoors. It's a really rewarding experience.
Nice. So if I were just a beginning fisher person, what would be your tip that you could help me out with, just start no matter where I'm going? What's a good tip, a good general tip?
The best thing I could tell anybody is go find like a multi-purpose rod and reel, right? You, especially if you're new to this, you're going to be fishing on the banks most likely, because not everybody starts off with a bass boat. So find like 1 or 2 really good rod and reels, maybe a bait caster and an open face combination. Get a really good backpack that you can carry that stuff in and out with. And especially if you're a kid, if you're younger, just start hitting up people that have small private ponds, asking them if you can fish their ponds, and just start exploring. This whole thing is really a learning experience that never stops. So just start going out and hitting up the water and learning. I mean, and there's not just my YouTube, but there's tons of YouTube channels out there that can really lead you the right direction, which is all what I did, which is what led me here.
So you've got a great support system.
I do.
So that's awesome, and I'm guessing that's probably pretty important.
I owe a lot of it to you, yeah.
Well, I know. But your sponsors, how about your sponsors? Do you want to talk about them?
Yeah, so this year we're bringing on board a couple of new sponsors. Obviously, Armstrong, Antlers, and Anglers is staying on board, thankfully. Jan Dill's attorney at law. She's actually my personal attorney and helped me with my fight against the VA. They do great jobs for veterans. I think they're the largest actually in the country at this point. You have Ohio River Outdoors, which is arguably the largest bass or the bait dealer on the East Coast. Seven Rivers Marina, which hooked me up with this beautiful boat. If you guys like, if you're looking for a family pontoon boat or a bass boat, they can hook you up with that. Bowser Construction came on board this year. Triple H Enterprises. Yeah, we're covered by a lot of good groups. Yeah.
That's awesome. So one more time, just where can we find you to learn more? Because I know you have your own thing, so I know I can keep in contact and learn more from that.
Yeah, so you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, and it's all universally the same, J.L. Fishing Experience.
And that's where we can find you. So here with Jordan Jordan Lanham's Experience. So look him up and get all those fishing tips and go out and have a great time.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We'll see y'all there.
I'm here with Jeff Tolliver with 3T Customs, and okay, it was just amazing because he was just doing a demo with some turkey calls. So tell me about your calls, and
I mean, obviously it's all variations of turkey calls. We have wing bone calls, pot calls, mouth calls, some box calls. It's just kind of what you're into. I mean, as a turkey hunter, we all have a preference.
So obviously each call does something, it's something different for what you want for the noise or whatever it is. Is that correct?
There's volume differences, different surfaces make different pitches and things of that nature. It's all a personal preference really, or maybe something might be easier for somebody else to use. A lot of people can't handle a mouth call because they might have a gag reflex or something. That's where like a pot call would come in, you know. These are usually the easier things that people use.
So are they easy for someone just new getting into it? I mean, how does that, I mean, what do you think?
Yeah. You want to try one?
Oh my, I don't know. Let's see.
You could easily do it.
Okay, I can easily do it.
Stay on the scuffed up area.
All right.
And then like hold it like a pencil. And the simple cluck is just one pull down. There you go. See?
Oh, I'm calling the turkey. Okay.
Now, if you want to make a yelp, you make a little circle. See, you got it. You can call your own turkey.
I can call my own turkey. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this helps. So like if you're turkey hunting, it helps call them in.
Right.
Right.
So you're mimicking the sound of a hen, and it attracts the male because it's mating season, and that's the whole idea behind it. You're playing that game of, hey, come over here, you know, we're ready to make babies. So that's kind of how it goes.
And then the gun comes up and it's all over with.
Yep. Hopefully.
Right.
Yep.
So where can people find you, Jeff, and how can they order or get your product?
For the most part, I just do this here, and then like direct sales. People either tell me what they want and I make them, or you know, if I have something setting there that they like, they'll buy that. You know.
Okay, well, it's fairly simple because if I can do it, this is my first time. There's one.
Yeah.
Now we're going. See, if I can do it, you can do it.
Oh yeah.
So look up Jeff Tolliver with 3T Customs and go get your turkey call, and you can be a professional in less than 15 seconds.
I don't know about professional, but we can get you there. We can work with it.
Oh, no. Well, we appreciate your time, Jeff.
Yep.
Thank you so much. I am here with Tony Bunt with the Ashland Bike Company, and you have a lot of new things going on.
Yeah, we do. A lot of new things.
Yes, and you've moved too.
Yes.
So let's get all that information out of the way first.
Yeah. So I guess the first thing to say is in January of 2024, I took the Ashland Bike Company and we combined it with Fin Feather Fur. So we're now one of their affiliate companies, and I manage the store, really more on the service side of it. And then we have Ashley, who was on my team before, who's managing a lot of the other tasks at the store. So that's the first part of this story. And then part of the reason for that is we wanted to take what we were doing with Ashland Bike Company and really expand it. So we still have the same amazing bikes, and we have a great service department, but now we also have a bigger space out at Cleveland Avenue. So yeah, when we moved down to Cleveland Avenue, we expanded our service department, so we have a lot more room for working on the bikes. And we just added another mechanic on staff. So myself and a guy named Zach Amsutz, who is amazing. He is very experienced and is going to have a lot of positive things for our service area. So that's one huge change with our new location. We still have amazing bikes. We still have the same staff, and we've added some more staff members as well. So on the bike side of things, we've expanded with our e-bikes, which I know you have been riding one of these Denagos, and that's really fun. So we have a lot of great e-bikes on the floor. We also have bikes from Trek and Cannondale and some other smaller brands for our customers who aren't looking for e-bikes. And the other big exciting thing is over here behind Sandy, we have our sample of some of our footwear. So when we joined our business with the Fin, one of the things that kind of came up from that is what can we do to help, you know, serve the community of Ashland with something that isn't available right now. And you know, I mentioned it would be really nice to have a place to buy running shoes because Ashland has a lot of runners, and I'm a former competitive runner, but not so much anymore. And so we suggested that, but then they took that idea and just kind of ran with it, and they brought in running shoes and athletic footwear, and we got everything from cleats for your youth soccer and baseball. We have some pickleball equipment now. We have a whole selection of pickleball stuff. We have Crocs. So that side of the business is completely new, and we added a couple staff members just to focus on the shoes and sporting goods at the store. So a lot of really fun things with that. The other thing that we were a big part of is our youth programs. So we support an organization called the Ashland Bike Project, which I started as a way to kind of reach out in the community to find kids who maybe aren't the team sports type of person and get them plugged in with mountain biking, riding off-road. We built a trail for the city of Ashland a number of years ago, and we run this youth program to get these kids out on the bikes and get them outdoors where they can be out in the woods and learn how to ride safely and have
Be
fun.
off their phones.
Be off their phones. That's right. No phones allowed.
Yeah.
No phones allowed at Team Wild. So it's called Team Wild. Registration for that usually begins in April, and we run that April to May, and then the Team Wild program starts in June and goes for June, July, and August. So that isn't part of Ashland Bike Company, but Ashland Bike Company supports that. All of our staff is involved in that, and it's something that's near and dear to what we do. We also have a NICA team that we support, which is kind of that same thing, but like a higher level. So it's competitive mountain biking for middle school and high school kids. And out of the 3 seasons so far, our Team Wild NICA team has actually won the state championship 2 times. So
That's awesome. Congrats.
yeah, they're pretty awesome kids, and that's a testament to the leadership. Ashley is still with me at the store, and she's still running the NICA program and doing a great job with that.
So, I mean, you talked about the days. So how do they get involved? I mean, they can sign up. So is it like a club type of thing, or what's?
So the best way to find out more about that is to reach out to us at Ashland Bike Company, and I'll be opening up registration here within a matter of a week or 2, and you'll be able to go to bikereg.com, which is pretty much the standard for registration for anything bike related. So you can register on there, and kids will be able to participate.
And how about age groups? Are there specific age groups?
We
for
have
that?
kids that are basically starting on bikes like this, these little ones here, all the way up to high school seniors. So, and we actually have some of those seniors that have graduated or come back and they help the program. So it's really, really great thing for the kids in our community and everybody involved.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is just like the cutest thing ever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
So this is a great example of one of the things we've tried to do is, with bike shops, the conception is that you have like bikes that are really expensive, and we've tried to really break that mold and have things that are more affordable. So Retrospect is a brand that we brought in to help make bikes more affordable for everybody. So you don't have to go to Walmart if you can't afford a bike shop level bike. These are great bikes, and they are high quality. And the best part is they're built by professionals. So this one doesn't have a lot of assembly required, but even like these little 20-inch or 12-inch bikes behind us, it's nice to know that they've been built by professionals and that you still get the same level of service that you do if you're buying a $1,000 e-bike or a $100 kids bike.
so. The other question is, I mean, for when you go out and you take the kids out, what kind of bike paths do you go on, or what kind of bike paths are out there for people to go on?
Yeah. Well, Ashland County has a great county park system. And really for this little community, it's amazing. So within the city of Ashland, we have Freer Field. And Freer Field has a paved loop, and not so much a bike specific loop, it's more for walking and whatever, but it's a great place for little ones. You can go and you can walk around, the kids can ride. At Freer Field, there's also some dirt trails, and it's a great place to go if you just want to ride off-road, get away from the traffic. That's a great place. Out at Brookside West Park, it's a city park, but we built that mountain bike trail out there, so there's actual mountain biking. So you would want to go with the right equipment for that. It's not the place where you take your hybrid or whatever. It's a mountain bike trail. But then all throughout Ashland County, there's all these county parks. And a lot of them have either paved trails or grass trails or gravel paths. And stuff like these e-bikes, like this one over here, or other hybrid bikes work really well for that.
Well, I think you need to catch up with Tony at his store. Go onto their website, sign the kids up, get them outside, and just go check out running shoes if you want to run, little Retrospect bike for all sizes at the Ashland Bike Company. Thank you, Tony.
Zoom from Armstrong presents Home Pass Heroes. Mary wanted control of her children's screen time.
No phones during homework or bedtime.
The Home Pass app, free with Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi, gave Mary the option to set a timeout, pausing internet access for all her kids' devices with just the touch of a button. Parental controls have never been easier. Be the hero of your network with Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi and the free Home Pass app, available on the App Store and Google Play.
I'm here with Carmen, the president of, well, let's see, she's got all these initials, the Ashland County Wildlife Conservation League.
Got it.
But you call it?
ACWCL.
There, she says it like a professional. All right, Carmen, give us that rundown. I mean, what do you guys do?
We're a nonprofit organization. I'm just over beside Mifflin, close to Charles Mill Dam, and we promote, teach anything that has to do with wildlife conservation, whether it's soil, water, predator, conserving our wildlife in our soils, our nature. We try to do our best to promote that, and we work close with the ODNR and put on seminars for the community. A lot of our stuff is open to the public, but we do have a membership that helps us run and keep the farm going for a yearly fee.
And here's the membership.
Yep.
So look up Carmen, because you've got a lot of fishing ponds out there too.
We do. We have little ponds, and then we have 2 big ponds, catfish tournaments. Members can come down and fish, all catch and release. And, you just take it all in. It's beautiful.
So out at the farm,
Yep.
I mean, you do a lot of kids' activities.
Yes.
Like, what's one of your big kid activities that, they can get involved in?
Our biggest event for kids over the years, we've been doing it for a good 15 years, and that's Kids Day. This year it'll be June 7th, and we take in 200 kids, and we work with the Fin, Feather, and Fur for that.
And don't the kids do they get a prize or something, or not only like say prize, but?
Yeah, so any of them that complete it, they get a certificate, they get a gift card, and they do get like a fishing pole combo or something like that from the Fin.
And that's an awesome event. So look up June 7th at the Conservation Farm and go out and have a great time with them. Thanks, Carmen.
Yep.
We're with Carmen with the ACWCL. See, I had to cheat, but check them out. We're here with Joe Wessner with the Ultimate, let's see, I got to make sure I get it right, Ultimate Veteran Adventure. And this is an amazing group. Joe, tell us about it. Give us a background.
Yeah.
How did you start it and why?
So we're Ultimate Veteran Adventures, like you said. We're a 501c3 nonprofit, and we take veterans, first responders, Gold Star families, and currently serving on all expense paid hunting, fishing trips all over the country. We do knife forging classes, we do gun building classes, we do taxidermy classes, whitewater rafting. I don't know if I said that. We do all kinds of stuff, anything we can do just to get the vets out. It's just a passion of ours. We're all medically retired that run the organization. Mm-hmm. And we started in 2016. It was mainly, I got medically retired from the Army. Okay. And I had injuries, and I was told that I'd be lucky if I did, normal things that I used to like again, and walk normally and all that fun stuff. So I use the outdoors as my therapy, as my drive to continue. And it was just kind of like my motivation to keep going. I know how much it saved me and helped me, literally saved my life. And I just wanted to do that for others. So
well, you look amazing. It looks like you're getting around
We're trying.
Great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, don't race me. Don't race me.
Okay, I won't. But what a blessing that you're able to do this. And it's just, it's obviously in your heart to do that. So you're a nonprofit. How does that look, and how do you raise monies, and how do you get funds to cover the cost for some of this?
So that's our hardest thing, honestly. We're not very good at it. We're hunters and fishermen. So we rely on all donations. 100% goes back out. We don't keep anything. We do fundraising events. We're doing a golf scramble coming up in June right here in Ashland. We're doing a banquet in August right here in Ashland. Those are our 2 big fundraisers. We're expecting to bring in quite a good amount, basically enough to raise money for the next year. We do about $20,000 is our budget for the year, and we do over 60 events a year and over 200 vets a year that we take out, and it's around a $20,000 budget.
Oh my gosh!
So everything goes back out. We don't keep a penny. So that's basically how we raise money.
So that's a pretty small budget.
It is.
For everything that you're able to do and everything that you said that you get. That's absolutely amazing.
We rely on donors, a lot of charter captains, hunting guides all donate to us. So that's how we're able to do as much as we do. So thankfully
Amazing.
for them.
Yeah. So how can somebody donate? How can they find out more about you? And if I were somebody that needed, as a veteran or military, whatever the case may be, how can I get involved to, have that hunt for, my loved one
Sure.
or whatever that is?
So you can get us on Facebook, Instagram, just Ultimate Veteran Adventures. Our website, ultimateveteranadventures.org. You can reach out there. You can get a hold of us. We post all our events on Facebook and our website as well. We ask for honorable service, proof of honorable service. So send us a DD-214. And all our trips are randomly selected. We randomly select individuals for those trips. We always do our best to get new vets over returning vets. That's one of our things we really pride ourselves on. We don't want to send the same guys over and over and over.
Right.
So yeah, you can look at us that way. Donation links are on our website or on our Facebook page. Reach out directly to me. It's pretty simple to get a hold of us. So.
And are you in need of more volunteers? Do you need more help to make any of those things happen, or is there anything that you're looking for that?
So donations, as volunteers to do donations and help find people that can do fundraisers for us, help us with finding other vets, finding businesses that want to help out. That's our big thing right now. We just don't have the manpower to be out doing everything. We do have veterans on every trip that are representatives for our organization, but you do have to be a veteran and have gone through our program to be able to become a rep, and then you can run the trips.
Right.
So.
Very nice. So, Joe, I appreciate your time. So we're with Joe Wessner, the Ultimate Veteran Adventures. Look them up, donate, or if you have a vet or a military or service, member that would like to get a hunt or needs to have that outing and that pure joy of just relaxation, give Joe a call and help him out. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
So we had a great time today talking to a few vendors here at the Antlers and Anglers. It was a wonderful weekend, and we had over 30 plus vendors at our show this weekend, and we were able to raise over $4,700 for our charity, which was Advocates for Families this year. But we have a lot more coming, and we want you to stay tuned for more episodes of Antlers and Anglers. You're not going to want to miss out.